Good morning. Last class, we discussed regarding non-probability sampling introduction part, and we have 5 types in non-probability sampling. And today we will be discussing regarding the convenience sampling, which is the easiest method to go for. But the only thing is there is a bias, and there is no randomly selected and equal chance opportunity is not available in this particular technique. So what exactly convenience sampling is? If you look at the definition, so convenience sampling is defined as a method adopted by a researcher where they collect market research data for a conveniently available pool of respondents. There is no any random selection. If pool of people are available, just go there and ask the questions or do the survey. That's it. That is the convenience. So it is the most commonly used sampling technique as it's incredibly prompt, uncomplicated, and economical also because at one place the pool is available. In many cases, members are readily approachable to be a part of the sample. So this is what convenience sampling is. It is a non-probability sampling. So no random selection is involved here. Researchers use various sampling techniques in situations where there are large populations. Okay, depends on the topic to be studied. So in most cases, testing the entire community is practically impossible because they are not easy to reach. That is a very tough job whenever we are going for any survey or research. Researchers use convenience sampling in this situation, so where additional inputs are not necessary for the principal research. Because everything is available, it is very convenient. You just go and the way the pool available, you can just ask the question and you can select that sample. So there are no criteria required to be a part of this sample. So it becomes incredibly simplified to include elements in this sample. So no much to be worried. So all components of the population are eligible. No random selection or no any strata, no group making, no quota making, nothing. Just go on. And dependent on the researcher's proximity to get involved in the sample. So that plays an important role when we are going for the convenience sample. The researcher chooses members mainly based on proximity and doesn't consider whether they represent the entire population or not. This is one of the disadvantages side of convenience sampling, we can say. So where in probability sampling, we divide the people and we select on the random basis, we create the data, we create the groups, then we go for the survey method. But here, no, we just go with the process of collecting the information, the available population. We don't consider whether they represent or not, just go on research or go take that sample and ask for the survey questions. So using this technique, they can observe habits, opinions, and viewpoints in the easiest possible manner. Okay, so because it is readily available. Okay, opinions you can get it there. So viewpoint also you can easily manage. So no problem from that side also. So that is what the convenience sampling gives us. Applications of convenience sampling where we can do this. So it is applied by brands and organizations to measure their perception of their image in the market. So generally in the branding, you can check where the product is very general or which is very famous. So if you want to check their performance or about the organization, about the brands, then you can go for convenience sampling. The data is collected from potential customers to understand specific issues or manage opinions of a newly launched product in the market. There you can go with the convenience sampling. So in some cases, it is the only available options because where the huge population available. For example, a university student working on a project and wants to understand the average consumption of soda on campus on a Friday night will most possible call these are her classmates and friends and ask how many cans soda they consume. Okay, that you can say soda also, you can cold drinks also because of the weekend. Or may go to the party nearby and conduct an easy survey because everyone is available. You just can go as an example we talk. So there is always a chance that a randomly selected population may not accurately represent the population of interest. So the increasing the chances of bias. So these are the things which always happens. Okay, bias will be always there. Totally depends on the population which you are selecting. And here there is a randomly selecting population may not accurately represent because we have not divided the population and everyone is not getting the chance. Examples of convenience sampling. Basic example, you can go. When companies distribute their promotional pamphlets and ask questions at mall or on a crowded street with randomly selected participants. So that is example you might have gone through. This might even you have also faced in if you have visited any mall in Bangalore or Hubli or any metro cities. If you have visited, then you might have faced this situation. The business uses this sampling method to gather information to address critical issues arising from the market also. They also use it when collecting feedback about a particular feature or a newly launched product from the sample created. So there also the convenience sampling is used. During the initial stages of survey research, researchers usually prefer using convenience sampling as it's quick and easy to deliver the results. So even if many statisticians avoid implementing this technique, it is vital in situation where you intend to get insight in a shorter period or without investing too much money. Because they're just you are focusing where the pool of population is available and easily you can go quickly you can take the data and easily they will also respond. So no need to worry much on this. So where to go when, and you can save on your time also, you can save your cost also. So for instance, a marketing student need to get feedback on the scope of content marketing 2020. So content marketing all about the digital marketing or social media marketing. So where we create a content and the role of content plays an important role in digital marketing platform because you all are attracted. That is a new way marketing strategy where everyone is following. So the content marketing plays an important role. So if we ask the student, for example, which attracts you most, so that will be the survey that can be done. So the student may quickly create an online survey, send a link to all contacts on your phone, share a link on social media, and talk to people you meet daily face to face. That also can be easily done, which is very easy method. Just go to Google Form, you can create it and you can just do it, send it on your all contact list or mail ID or a social media also. Then obviously you can get it very easily. So if you look at the advantages side, collect data quickly about the convenience sampling, inexpensive methodology, easy to do research, low cost, readily available sample, fewer rules to follow. If you see one by one, collect data quickly. So in situation where time is constant, many researchers choose this method for a quick data collection. So the rules to gather elements for sample are least complicated in comparison to techniques such as simple random sampling, stratified sampling, and systematic sampling. So due to this simplicity, data collection takes very minimal time. So most of the when you students goes to the final year, third semester, after completion of third semester, the final year project, almost all students goes for convenience sampling only. Almost. Second is inexpensive to create samples. So money and time invested in other probability sampling methods are quite large compared to convenience sampling because there you have to decide the population, universe, then you have to create the data and randomly numbering and technology is used over there. So there will be, cost is involved. It allows researchers to generate more samples with less or no investment and in a brief period. Okay. Next, easy to do research. The name of this surveying technique clarifies how samples are formed easily, conveniently. Elements are easily accessible by the researcher and so collecting members for the sample becomes very easy. Fourth one is a low cost. So low cost is one of the main reason why researchers adopt this techniques. So when on small budget, researchers, especially students, can use the budget in other areas of the project. I told you most of the students in this final year goes for this type of sampling. Readily available sample. So data collection is easy and accessible because it's most convenient way. Okay, the population is already in the hand. You can just go and do the survey. Samples are readily available to the researchers. They do not have to move around too much for the data collection. Quota are met quickly. The data collection can commence even within a few hours because you know the population. I told you the last slide example. You just want to check the scope of content marketing 2020. You want to just do the survey. You know whom to ask, the student. You have a network, you have a WhatsApp groups, you have social media community. Just post it and tell others to post, share it on your contact list. So they will also do it. So easily that can be done. And even if you go to any mall, market area, then also it is very easily can be done. Fewer rules to follow. So here you no need to go or throw a checklist to filter members of an audience. So here gathering critical information and data becomes uncomplicated. Okay. For instance, if an NGO wants to survey women's empowerment, so they can go to schools, colleges, offices in their proximity and gather quick response. That can be easily done, very conveniently. Now, coming to the disadvantages side, the method cuts out a large part of population. A large part of the population. As a result, this leads to several issues, including an inability to generalize the result of the survey to the population as a whole, because you have a handful population is available readily. You just go there and do survey, not covering the huge part. The possibility of under or over representation of the population, yes, because you have taken a very easily available population, not consider the most of the people, not including can equal chance has been not provided. Bias result due to the reason why some people choose to take part and some do not. That also can be the reason where the convenience sampling will be the disadvantageous side. How to reduce bias in convenience sampling? The best way to reducing bias convenience sampling is use it along with the probability sampling, both simultaneously if you do, that will be the better way. Since it is usually biased, probability sampling gets measurement parameter with to keep this bias under check. You can go both the way. After receiving a fair idea about this bias using probability sampling, the researcher can use both convenience sampling and probability sampling technique to draw a more accurate estimations. You can use it, the techniques of the probability sampling. The probability aspect used along with convenience sampling will have to be powerful enough to overcome it. That is, the totally depends on the researcher's experience. The bias can make the entire sample fertile, and that's the last thing that a researcher need. So the bias can be reduced or eliminated by including probability sampling with convenience sampling. Now, how to efficiently analyze convenience sampling data? So three quick hacks that is used. The first one is take multiple samples. It helps you producing reliable results. That is the first option you can go with. Go on more numbers. Repeat the survey to understand whether your result truly represent the population or not. 2 times, 3 times you can go for it. For a big sample size, try cross-validation for half the data. Then compare the findings with the other half of the data with the other big samples. So these are the things which you can use in convenience sampling that work very good when you are going for the convenience one. So this is regarding today's class. Please, if you have any doubt, you can ask.